The first real, I didn't watch it, I didn't see it, but the first real female action hero of a TV series, all right, was a TV show called Honey West. And Anne Francis played Honey West. And she had a boy Friday, this guy played by John Erickson. All right, and it was on for like a little bit and it was canceled. And the reason it was canceled is because she was too strong. It was considered at the time a little too much for the American public to take to see the male in such a subservient position. Now, when I was still a little kid at the same time as Coffee and these Hong Kong movies, my favorite TV show, it was only on for a year, was Get Christy Love, which was the same year, 2 female cop shows came out on television. One was Policewoman with Angie Dickinson, and the other one was Get Christy Love, all right, starring Teresa Graves, where she was like, it was a Pam Grier TV show. All right, without Pam Grier. Instead, they had Teresa Graves, but it was like kind of a blaxploitation TV show. She was a black cop, and her tagline that she said on the show was, she'd flash her badge, and she'd catch the bad guy and go, "You're under arrest, sugar." What was that? How did the theme song go? It's like if you're in a fix, then she's your girl. Get Christy Love. To this day, my favorite of all the blaxploitation movies is Coffee, all right, with Pam Grier, all right, and they call her Coffee because she'll cream you. No one sleeps when they mess with Coffee. That's one of my favorite revenge. It's one of my 2 favorite revenge movies. It's one of my it's my favorite Pam Grier movie, which makes it one of my favorite movies. It's actually in my top 10 of favorite movies. I've seen Coffee so many times. You can watch it right now, all right, and get completely caught up into it. I've watched audiences just be completely seduced by this movie and brought to a screaming fury, by the end of it. Kill them all, kill them, Coffee. And then the Kung Fu side, all right, you had, in Hong Kong, you had Mao Yang, known in America as Angela Mao. And she did the movies Deep Thrust, a.k.a. Lady Whirlwind, a.k.a. Hapkido, and Lady Kung Fu, and Broken Oath, and all these like terrific movies. What's the trailer to Deep Thrust go? Mistress of, she's Angela Mao, Mistress of the Death Blow, Queen of the Deep Thrust. Watch out for the pigtail that whips you up and wipes you out. She's like this big, like 4'2", all right, and just kicks everybody's ass in the film, all right, and you really believe it. She's kind of cute, but she's not like really pretty. She's kind of cute, and they always dress. She never like dresses up all pretty. Like, all right, they got her in little Mandarin coats all the time and everything like that. Wears her hair like either it's short or it's in a little pigtail, right, with like razors hanging out of the back. All right, so across guys' faces, and but she's like a little fucking kick-ass bitch, man. She's just, she gets mad, all right? And she spends all the movie mad, all right? She's like out for revenge for her brother, or you're screwing with her friends, all right? And, and she just spends the entire movie just, just kicking ass, pissed off, all right? And you buy it. She was a really good little actress. She was like no comedy relief in her movies. She was like, no romantic bullshit, all right? I mean, just kicking ass from beginning to end. To me, Xena is the show I always wish Wonder Woman was, all right? I watch Xena 20 years from now, and I won't be, oh man, that's so lame. Look at that, the action sucks. All right, no. Xena is the show I always wish Charlie's Angels was, Wonder Woman was. It's like, Xena has no apologies. Xena is a really cool show. All right, it's got cool characters. Lucy Lawless is terrific in it. I love that girl who plays Callisto. All right. in the show, all right? And then like the action in it is a lot of fun. The scripts are really good. There's a really cool storytelling going on. The whole lineage of the story, the backstory of Xena's character is quite magnificent. I mean, I would use the word magnificent. There's a lot there to be had. The fact that she was an Attila the Hun kind of killer and pillager, all right? Years pass, Xena turns over this new leaf, all right? But is haunted, like Clint Eastwood in The Unforgiven, haunted by her evil deeds. And they were evil. I mean, they were truly evil. She wasn't like kind of bad. She was an evil, murderous person. Untold numbers of dead, you know, during her reign, and torture, and people, whole races and tribes of people who don't exist anymore because of Xena. Now she's fighting for redemption, but she knows she doesn't deserve redemption. The only thing, and she will never get redemption. The only thing she can do is just do good now on a day-to-day basis. But she doesn't deserve any mercy. All right, she's paying a debt she can never pay, and she'll always be paying 10 cents on the dollar.
And that seems like very rare for, again, a female character.
That's rare for a male character. I mean, that's just good shit. I mean, that's just good and deep. And now and then Callisto comes back, who is a mirror image of Xena, doing the same murdering and killing with evil intentions. But she exists only because Xena did it. It's her revenge for Xena that she created her in her hate. Callisto has every right to kill Xena. And Xena has every right in Xena's own heart to die under Callisto's blade. But Callisto doesn't have the right to kill the innocent people she's killing. Therein lies, that's a great conflict. I mean, that is just fantastic. How does the character of the bride fit in with all those characters that we've talked about up until now? Well, I'm definitely dealing her in to the mythology, all right? If there's a poker game with all those girls, she's definitely now sitting at the table. If somebody wrote a book about female action characters and mythology and all that, maybe the bride will get a chapter. That would be really great. That'd be really cool. At least she get a mention. If she got on the cover, that would be the greatest. All right. So it's like, you know, it's not for me to say where she fits in. All right. It's for other people, you know, to say where she fits in. Keep talking all this stuff about kick-ass women, kick-ass women, kick-ass women, and that's true. And she is a badass and everything. But to me, the movie's very feminine. There's major feminine concerns to the character. She is a woman, you know, and she's, you know, and as anti-feminine as she might be as far as her bloodlust, well, that's who she is. That's the creature that Bill created. All right. You know, that's who she's become and everything. But her concerns, her desire for revenge, mother love. All right. You know, it's all about, you know, she's a lioness. She's not a lion. She's a lioness. All right, and her cub has been destroyed. All right, and she's going out with a lioness fury, for the, over the revenge of her cub. You know, all these things have happened to her, but that's what's driving her on her revenge. Now, there's no I'm sorry. My fucking child is dead. Fuck you. You're gonna die. You're gonna pay. I have no life anymore. You can't kill me. I'm already dead. I remember actually saying to Wu Ping, I go, well, my dream is we find somebody really good in martial arts and stunts who has Uma's hair. And he goes, well, I think you said it right the first time when you referred to it as a dream. And then Uma actually had something to say about that one. She goes, you know, Quentin, you're not going to find too many 6 foot blondes that look like me. They're going to be really willing to throw themselves through windows and off of buildings and crash through tables, because if you're a 6-foot blonde, life's pretty good. Life's been pretty good to you, and you wanna, you're used to the good life. You're not gonna just throw yourself down a flight of stairs. Then we get the word that Xena's double is in town, and she can come for an audition, and there's absolutely no time commitment problem with her whatsoever. I had the thought, well, no, whoever could double Lucy Lawless can't double Uma. Uma can't double Lucy Lawless, and Lucy Lawless couldn't double Uma. I wouldn't buy that. All right? She came in, oh no, she's great. So she comes in, and she got this really cool attitude. She's like, oh, she's really cool too. All right? That's great. And then she comes in and does her stunt, which was that trampoline thing she did. All right? And she does it, and it's really impressive, but she never nails it. All right? She just wipes out every single time. All right? And that's what got her the job. In a way, it was as impressive. It would have been really, really impressive if she had done it twice in a row and nailed it. Wow, she's the shit. It was just as impressive, if not more impressive, that she did it 4 times in a row and wiped out hard and got up and laughed about it and got mad at it and did it again. And this is a big movie. It's a big thing, all right? And you're fighting for the best fight team in the world. You'd be under the Masters thing. And, if you work with Yuan Wu-Ping for as long as they're going to work on this movie, all right, and have a big role like one of these main girls' doubles, especially the bride's double, all right, and go through this whole experience with the fight team and with this movie and the notoriety that'll be from being that person, you could become one of the biggest stunt people in America. Uma is just blowing everybody's mind. And then Zoe blows everybody's mind, all right? And I've had them both do the same scenes. So I can just freely intercut between the two. So it's just, whenever I want, just if this little thing is a little better, that little thing is just a little better, all right? And admittedly, sometimes it's a little better on Uma's side. She's had more wushu training than Zoe's had. So it goes back and forth. But that's the best world. The days of the stunt double doing it all is over. No one wants that anymore. No one will buy that anymore. All right? I mean, it's really funny. I've wondered about it, actually. From watching a lot of 70s movies. Movies I saw, and I always bought them when I was a kid. Now, I see the stunt double all the time. All right, and Freebie and the Bean, when there's this big motorcycle chase, they're almost giving the stunt double a close-up. All right, for James Caan as he's driving this motorcycle. Boy, they sure ain't hiding that motherfucker. All right, and it's like, I saw that when I was a kid, but I didn't see it. How am I seeing it now when I didn't see it before? It's the same shot. I don't think I thought about it. Or did we know it was a stunt double and we weren't expecting it to be, so we kind of didn't look too close? We made it a point not to look too close? But now it's obvious. It wasn't obvious then. They could get away with it then. The way movies have gotten, and it's a good thing, and with the way the Yuan Wu-Ping training goes, there's a lot of double stuff in there. But the thing is, it's as much as the actors can do, we want them to do. All right, it's not about stunt doubles coming in, doing everything, and cutting to Uma going, huh. All right, it's like, no, you don't buy that. And there's also a pride with Wu-Ping and his team of training somebody and getting them to do that and being the person, I'm the one that trained them to do that. You know, so that is a big part of the thing. So as much as Uma can do, we wanted her to do, and that she spent 3 months training. You know, she didn't spend 3 months learning how to crash through a table. She spent 3 months learning how to do the sword and fight with the sword team. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing I can't talk about. And the reason I can't talk about it is because it's like a magician talking about their tricks. Some people who are savvy about martial art films will know. But, you know, there's certain stuff I don't want you on the set filming when we do it, because I don't want anyone to see, oh, this is how they did that. I want the audience to go, how do they do that? All right? I play my cards real close to the vest. I believe in movie magic. It is movie magic. And it's not about showing you how the trick is done. You can't help but devalue the trick. All right? I don't want to see behind the scenes of Matrix 2 and 3 where Keanu and Lawrence Fishburne and everybody talking about how they did everything and showing how they did everything. I don't want to see that crap. All right? I don't want to see a stagehand. I don't want to see photos in Time magazine of a stagehand walking with the alien under his arm. All right, like a prop. I don't want to see King Kong, you know, this tall, all right, on a table. I want to believe that King Kong is a living, breathing thing on top of the Empire State Building. So, for that, when you see the movie, you see Kill Bill, I want people to just completely get into the experience. You know, that's one of the reasons I don't use hardly any CGI. All right, because when I see CGI, I know it's CGI. So thus now I know how I did the effect. Doesn't matter that like it works. I know it's CGI, so that's how they did it. I want people to go, how did they do that? Having said that, it's like, you know, I think there's no secret that people have, you know, that the actors have, you know, stunt doubles and, you know, doing some things for them, you know, and the proof is in the pudding. You'll be seeing Uma do a whole bunch of shit, you know, in the movie.